Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, if just for today. So let's talk about it. What up, though? What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you guys that are new, well, I am chosen. And this is Beyond Your Reflection. That's a channel created by me, but designed for you. And together, we're going to come together and peel back all the ugly layers until we get to what makes you beautiful, baby. So pull up a chair to the celebration, grab your snacks and your drink of choice, and let's talk about it. How was your week? How have you been? I know it's been a while since I've seen you last week. However, a lot can happen in a day, 5 days, a week, or whatever. But I open up with one of my favorite prayers. Also one of the prayers that I first learned as a kid as well, before the book of Psalms, the 23rd, that is. But I learned Serenity. And as a kid, I didn't know, obviously. I'm just reading what I'm taught. I'm just reciting what I was taught. However, I didn't really have a clear understanding behind it. But now, as a child, I did childish thing. As an adult, let's break it down. I have been going through some things. And I told you guys, it's been a challenge, honey. This PTSD and anxiety has been on a roller coaster, and I'm ready to get off. However, outside of my breathing technique, meditation, I need to get back consistent. I do it. Oh, I pray. I probably don't pray long enough. Or pray when I should, exactly. Like first thing in the morning, I'm up, stretching, I give praise, do my daily routine. And then before you know it, I'm out the door. But however, constantly, I'm still giving praise because I'm here. But with everything that has been going on, I never took time to sit back and realize, to try to channel my emotions and to be able to deal with them, to embrace them, see it, speak it, feel it, and embrace it. Call it out for what it is. Remember I talked about, going through death and grieving, and you deal with everything and you try to heal from it. So that's what death now means to me, breaking it down. But then I thought about serenity, and somebody, child, was named that in the proximity that I was in. And when I heard them call the child name, y'all, literally, it clicked. And I was like, oh, the serenity prayer. Y'all have no idea. That prayer alone has so much power, and it pulls so much strength if you really take time to decipher it. Now, some of you guys in real time, you probably know that is a prayer that they use during sobriety. So whether you're coming off of alcohol or drugs or whatever it may be, this is the prayer that they use daily to help them be able to cope with what they're going through daily so they can get through another day of not being that person that they were. Okay? Like I said, I learned it from my mother, and I learned it in Sunday school, being from a church background. But again, I didn't realize how much power that prayer had until when I got a little bit older. And then I started literally breaking it down. I'm like, God, give me the serenity. And that's all I would say. But I would never decipher the entire poem / prayer. Because that's how I was told that it started as a poem. But when you go through a situation and you allow that person, that place, or that thing to have enough power where it overpowers you, it takes control of you. then that means that you have allowed that situation to have more power than you. And it shouldn't be that way. When you go back and look at it, literally what it says is just grant me the serenity. And for those of you guys that don't know serenity, you know how I am on my dictionary. Serenity means peace, comfort, calm, and also the understanding to be able to just deal in that moment. It may not be the best situation that you're in. However, find peace in knowing that this too shall pass. Whatever you're going through shall and will get better. If you believe, you know how we are on that, you have to speak it, feel it, embrace it, and put it into existence. Listen, God, I'm not on the best job. That part alone right there, put a period and a comma next to it, because that is my life right now, but I'm just using that as an example. I'm not on the best job. My finances may not look right. I may not be in the best relationship. I'm tired of staying with my parents. I may not have the best car. The situation could possibly just be, it feels like it is the worst thing ever. And it's not. But that's just the emotion that you're embracing right now because it feels bad. It feels like there's no way out. You can't get through it. But you can. So that's when you just say serenity. Like I told you, I'm like, God, give me the serenity. Give me the peace of mind to know trouble don't last always. This situation that I'm in, this job that I'm on, this car that I have, the situation where I'm at, where I live, the spouse, the kids, whatever it is that's taking over your power, take it back. That's when you really sit down and you break down the prayers. Like I said, it says to accept the things that I cannot change. At this moment, I always go with self first. My job, a place that I actually loved working. The pay may not have been the greatest, but I loved what I did. And there are certain things and changes that have taken place where I no longer feel appreciated. My entire department is just like we're being overlooked, we're being walked on, we're doormats, and I allowed it to anger me. I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed to the highest level. Cause I'm like, yo, as long as I've been here, mind you, we all know change is going to happen. Sometimes it's supposed to happen for the good. However, when you change things, let everybody know so we can all change and evolve together. But don't just tell the West Wing and the East Wing is clueless. Like, it don't make any sense. And then when the East Wing gets wind of it, you looking at the West Wing all side-eye like, seriously? So I allowed the situation that's currently taking place. It put me in my feelings. It really did, because I'm strong on equality. Treat me how you want to be treated. Respect is given and also required. It's just common freaking sense and knowledge. We can't call ourselves an operation or a team if you're only picking certain people from that team to operate and then the rest of us are just there. It don't make sense. So I got upset because I started seeing things that made me uncomfortable. That's what made me the most upset, because now something that I loved has now made me side-eye, looking like, so you've been doing all this extra stuff for what? They don't appreciate it. So, and that was my fault, because I allowed them to dim my light. I spoke about that on my short. Don't let nobody dim your light, baby. You always shine regardless. So I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be me regardless. But I'm me at a minimum. They're not going to get all the smile. You may get a head nod. You may get a wink. But you're not going to get the complete smile. I'm not giving out the energy that's not put back into me, if that makes sense. So, but I had to accept the fact I can't change that. So why am I mad about it? That don't make any sense. They're not feeling it. They can care less. They're still gonna operate the way that they are going to operate. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I can't change that. That's my job. But think about a situation that you're in, whether it's in a relationship, child, home, finances, job, car, whatever. Just think about something that you're going through right now. How much power are you giving it? And why? Because if you give that more power, you make that mountain bigger than what it is, baby, you never gonna get over it. Because you're gonna be standing there like, oh, wow. Whew, okay. You the one laid the foundation. Every time you got angry or upset about something, that was a different brick that you laid when it was not that serious. When all you had to do was just sit back, sit in serenity like, okay, can't change it. I would love to, absolutely love to. If I had the power to, it would be done. If I could just snap my fingers, it would be done. But thy will be done. You just have to wait. It's going to happen. Same thing with me. I pray for a window of opportunity so I can jump out of this one and jump into the other one. And I pray that the next location, if that's a thing, that it's a blessing to me. But like I said, whatever situation that you're in, if you can't change it, why are you worrying about it? Why are you stressing about it? Why are you mad? Why are you giving that dragon more fire to breathe in your direction? Just chill. It's going to get better. We don't know when, but it is. Trust and believe. It will. But that comes with courage, which is the next line. To change the things that I can. First thing is you can change how you maneuver around it, how you accept it. You can change your attitude about it. Are you going to sit there and continue to be sad and mad and angry, cussing and fussing and fighting and shooting up everything? Or are you going to be like, you know what? All right, cool. Hey, this is, I get off at 3 o'clock. Cool. From whatever happens from 3 to 5, then ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm finna go. Let me go in and get my like 8 hours on out the way, and I'm good. You know what? I don't have the best car right now. However, I have a car, and that is the best thing for me right now. So, however, me and Scooter Poop, whatever you call your car, we're gonna get through it. We're gonna make it. I may not be in the best marriage right now. Can't change that. But I do have enough courage to know I am going to get on the other side of this. I'm going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Kendrick Lamar, shout out. Everything always work together for the good. For those that believe and trust and have the courage to know it's going to change. It will. You just have to be calm enough to sit in serenity and know, okay, it ain't going to happen tomorrow. But one of these tomorrows, it will. It's not going to happen overnight. I have to accept the fact that the situation that I'm in right now, whatsoever that may be, you insert that line. I can't do anything about it. But I have enough courage to know it's going to get better. I just got to stand firm. I got to stand tall. Don't allow it to break you. That's what it's there for. Go back to that word. That's what the devil comes in to kill, steal, and destroy. To take away your joy. But that can only happen if you allow it. If that person curses at you and whatever, okay. If that's how you feel. whatever. Don't give that person no space, that clout. Even if you're in a domestic situation, you have to have enough courage to say, I am enough and I deserve better. You have to speak those things that be not as though they were. Right now, the situation is not good. Absolutely not. But look for that way. Find that way and get through it. Have the courage to be able to say, this is going to be the last day. Last day I go through this. It's going to be the last time. I am not going to allow you to break me down. The situation that I'm in, I am not going to give it that much power. I'm not giving this dragon no more air to breathe. Nope. Not going to be able to do it. Because I'm bigger than that. You are bigger than that mountain. Even if you created, like I said, the bricks that you gave it, when you sat there and thought about that thing and you made it bigger than what it was, you use those same bricks, make you a stairwell, and you climb your butt above it. How I say, it's above me now, exactly what it shall be. But you have the courage enough to know it's going to get better. Because I believe it. I feel it. I see it. And I'm going to say it until it does. And then you get the wisdom to know the difference. You know you can't change it right now, but you know that it is going to change. And that's what's going to make it better. May not be in the best situation right now. I can't change that. I can't change that my car is not working. I can't change that this person doesn't love me no more. I can't change the fact that this person said or did whatever. You can't change that. But you can change how you react to it and how you respond, how you maneuver, and how you move. Again, dragon can't breathe if it ain't got no air. A person can come at you, rah, 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 whatever. How you respond. That's when you know the difference. That's when your wisdom kick in. You know what? Back in the day, girl, I used to. If I was back in the day, I would have popped you in your face by now. However, you have changed from that person. You're not that person no more because you now have the courage enough to say whatever. You know, silence speaks volumes, honey. Two fools can argue, but only one of you guys. Okay. If I get quiet and you still going, only one fool I see in this situation. You can't change the fact that you still with your parents. Okay. Use that to your advantage, though. Start stacking your paper. Ask your parents, hey, all right, I would love to get out on my own. What's the best way to be self-sufficient? Use the situation that you're in right now to make a difference in what you're trying to do and who you were trying to become. Even right now, like I said, because you can't see a way, doesn't mean that it's not one. You're just that means that you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're sitting here worrying about what this mountain look like and how big this mountain is. When you already have the tools, you have the courage, you have the wisdom to know, okay, all right, I'm going to have to try to figure out how to get around it. Or don't even worry about that mountain. Go around, detour, turn around. You may have to go back. You may have to find a different route. But just don't let that situation that you're in, don't let it change who you are becoming. Don't let that take you back to where you were. Accept it. Move on from it. And know, have the wisdom and the courage to know it's gonna get better. I know I am a living testimony. So believe me when I tell you, honey, trouble don't last always. Just know that this too shall pass. So even though the mountain may look big, it may look like you're not going to make it over, But you use the tools and the foundation that you already have to be able to get over it. Move around it. Get it out your way. But you have the courage and the wisdom and the knowledge and the experience and the serenity to know that you're going to make it. It may not seem like it. It may not feel like it. But in all things, acknowledge Him and He will direct your path. So if ever it gets too bad, just say, God, give me the serenity. And then you can break down the rest of it. To accept the things that I cannot change. The courage to change the things that I can. And the wisdom to know the difference, if just for today. So I hope that this episode, guys, was able to help you guys to push through. Don't worry. You're going to make it. You're already doing it. And I believe in you. So if this episode meant anything to you guys, the like button is there for a reason. Put it out there. Let YouTube know that I'm doing some things out here in these streets that you actually approve of. And then also make sure you hit that notification bell. Because I do this every Sunday. I do my midweek motivation every Wednesday. And then we're going to pull up the chair to the celebration every Sunday. So you guys have the blessed week ever. And remember, I love everything about you. And so should you.